Hello YouTube. Robert Alvarez the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting on a Fan. Look at my new scarf. First things first. The fashion show, of course. I am a typical rising sign Leo, so the fashion part is the most important. I love this detail. This is a very beautiful wide scarf, and you know, it's so funny because, you know, for the longest time I used to wear scarves faithfully as opposed to religiously. And then I stopped for some reason. And now I'm wearing scarves again because I was divinely inspired by a television series called Forever, which only lasted one season because they didn't consult me and because I'm not king of the world. So, yeah. Anyway, so in my recent quick updates video, I talked about how I'm thinking about doing another series of videos for 2016, the year of divine completion. And then I realized, oh, I already have a new series, and it's basic, you know, I'm interrupting myself, which, that's okay. When other people interrupt me, then we have a problem. When I interrupt myself, it's completely okay. Yes. I know some of you don't believe that, but it's the truth, I assure you. Anyway, I'm going to take a sip of some soda. Blackberry Ginger Ale by Canada Dry. Oh, it's so good. Oh, so good. At my local ShopRite, it is constantly there, although the label says limited edition. So I think they're going to start removing that. So says the Psychic Witch, Robert Alvarez. Anyway, so several years ago, I first discovered an amazing book entitled Linda Goodman's Star Signs, written by the late and great Linda Goodman. And in that book, I discovered the Chaldean Hebrew Kabbalah system of numerology. In that system of numerology, the number 4 is the number of sudden and unexpected events in behavior, technology, and astrology. I think specifically Western astrology, but I think intuitively I feel that it could be any system of astrology, be it Vedic, Chinese, Kemetic or ancient Egyptian, etc. Now, in the numerology of the Sacred Tarot, the number 4 represents stability and a solid foundation. And I really love the concept of 4 videos. And when I say 4, I mean 4, as in 4 especially beautiful goddess-themed tarot and divination decks, or 4 especially beautiful cat-themed or feline-themed tarot decks. And this one is 4 especially spiritually uplifting books. I wholeheartedly agree with Louise L. Hay and Doreen Virtue in that reading something spiritually uplifting at the beginning of one's day, or even before one begins one's day, sets the tone for one's day. I find that when I read something spiritually uplifting, even before I've gotten out of bed, even before I've left my apartment, I find that my day is more fulfilling, my day is more financially prosperous, I enjoy my day more, I enjoy the interactions I have with other people more, I feel more at peace with all of life, I feel more at peace with all of humanity, I feel more at peace with me. And the days that I don't read something spiritually uplifting, especially at the beginning of my day, or even before I begin my day, I find that I have a crappy day. Or my day doesn't go the way I want it to, or it's not as fulfilling as it could have been. And I've always been a fan of page-a-day books. And I want to talk to you about 4 page-a-day books that I am working with this year. 2 I've worked with before, and 2 I am working with for the first time. 2 of them are specifically for the lesbian and gay community, or to be more politically correct and inclusive, the LGBTQIA community. And 2 are not. Interestingly enough, based on what I've read of the synopsis of each of them, one is specifically geared towards people that are in recovery from addiction, or people that know people that are in recovery from addiction. And by the way, let me just clarify that there are more common addictions like drugs, alcohol, gambling, and sex. And there are less common addictions. You know, there are people that are addicted to having financial hardships every day of their lives. There are people that are addicted to having unhealthy relationships, especially unhealthy romantic relationships. There are people that are addicted to failure, that are addicted to having one problem after another, after another, after another. There are people that are addicted to what's commonly called drama, and what I call drama, trauma, melodrama, or DTM for short. Anyway, so from bottom to top, let me tell you about these books that I'm working with today. This year, 2016, the year of divine completion. Lavender Reflections, Affirmations for Lesbian and Gay Men, written by Eleanor Ruth Wagner and featuring photographs by Victor Arimondi. It's copyrighted 1995, published by Alamo Square Press, which is headquartered in San Francisco. Sometimes gay men and lesbians need a reminder that they are fine just the way they are, and that with pride and self-confidence, life will work out in wondrous and satisfying ways. Lavender Reflections by Eleanor Ruth Wagner is a warm, uplifting book with a delightful array of rich, positive quotations from our lesbian sisters and gay brothers, some famous and some unknown, but just as wonderfully articulate. Powerful images from noted photographer Victor Arimondi vividly bring the words to life. Be kind to yourself or someone you love and buy this book. I'm reading it the way it was written in the back. Now I gotta I'm relearning how to do the camera. See, there is a question mark at the end of the book in the last paragraph, and I'm not going to try to figure out pointing at to. So for today, oh, that's right. Today is Wednesday, January 6th, 2016, my favorite Christian holiday, the Epiphany. And the time is approximately 7:50 p.m., although it is now 7.5 minutes into this video, so, you know, do the math. So for January 6th, the focus or the topic is Lessons of Nature, and it has a quote. I've never outraged nature. I've always listened to her advice and followed it wherever it went. Wherever it went. And this was said by Joe Orton, quoted by Lee W. Rutledge from the book Unnatural Quotations. Hi, Durga. Do you want to be in the video? By the way, Durga is the cat that's also known as Durga the Tabby Tigress, Spidercat, and of course, CHICA! Yes! You want to be in the video. Okay, come up. Well, come up. Now she doesn't want to come up. Go figure. All right. She may put in a special guest appearance. We'll see. So that's one book that I'm working with this year. Okay. No, hold on. I don't want to... I have this beautiful silk sarong length scarf that is one of my personal favorites, and I don't want it to get like mussed up. This is my new moon, let's see, this is my new moon, full moon, dark moon, bright moon scarf, because if you look, it has a gradation. It goes from white to black. That could have been a lot more artistically done. Okay, I'm having fun, and I'm also a little punchy. So, because with this Mercury retrograde transit, all I want to do is sleep. Okay, so this book I'm working with for the first time, and of these 4 books, 3 I purchased at Giovanni's Room when, well, actually Giovanni's Room, which since last year. Or 2014, I don't remember offhand, go figure, has been called Philly AIDS Thrift at Giovanni's Room. So this has been waiting for me, because I first purchased this sometime in or shortly after July 2013. This one is entitled Daily Affirmations for Spiritual Transformation for Those in 12-Step Addiction Recovery by Janice M. Mann. And this is self-published, by the way, which I did not realize until last night, actually. The copyright is 2012. Daily Affirmations for Spiritual Transformation for Those in 12-Step Addiction Recovery is a powerful reminder that we must have a spiritual transformation to make lasting changes which ultimately result in serenity and peace of mind. This book is an inspiring effort to help us all remember we are one. We are loved, and we are spiritual beings having a human experience. It offers the reader a daily affirmation, a daily 12-step thought, and a short but effective reminder of how to attain serenity one day at a time. It is easy to read and understand. Daily Affirmations is for folks in all 12-step addiction recovery groups. Now, for the record, I am someone who has successfully refrained from becoming addicted to a substance, be it drugs or alcohol, or an activity such as gambling or sex. What I have noticed in my life is that, especially having a mother who's an alcoholic and having other people in my life that are alcoholics or that are drug addicts, I know that from a 12-step recovery perspective, it would be ideal for me to attend 12-step meetings. Personally, I never felt divinely guided to attend. It was originally called Alcoa, but I think now it's called Al-Anon. And essentially, the 12-step meeting would be adult children of alcoholics. In my life, I've met people that are in recovery, and I've met plenty of people that need to be in recovery. I've learned a lot from people that are in recovery. I've especially learned a lot from people that are sponsors to people that are in recovery. And I have benefited greatly from what they've learned and what they've shared with me. What I think, because my mother's an alcoholic, I felt that it was imperative that I work with this book. However, I needed to be open to it. And 2016, the year of divine completion, is the year that I'm working with it. So this is this setup is a little bit differently. So again, has the date, has the focus, has an affirmation, which I love, and it has a slogan, as in the 12-step recovery meeting slogan. So January 6th, anger. Anger is a symptom of something deeper. Anger usually comes from woundedness. It often feels easier to handle our woundedness if we shift it to anger. We feel less vulnerable in anger than in woundedness. We need to be aware that we are feeling anger. We need to stick with feeling it long enough to find out what is triggering it. Then we can release our anger in a healthy way. Can you look at an issue that involves anger and see if there is hurt underneath? For me, the answer to that question is yes, by the way. And the affirmation reads, today I let go of my anger and fill that space with love. And the slogan reads, when in doubt, don't. I really am enjoying this book very much, and it's giving me a lot of great insights into the deeper well known as Robert Alvarez. Okay, that's 2. And this one, oh, I didn't show you the cover. Or did I show you the cover? Just in case. This is the cover of this book. This is the cover of this book. Okay. Yeah. Now, Proud to Be, Daily Meditations for Lesbians and Gay Men by Amy E. Dean. How can we, as lesbians and gay men, empower ourselves while learning to share our strengths, with our growing community. By focusing every day on the issues that unite us, issues that result simply from loving someone of the same sex. From the first time you confront your sexuality, through the process of coming out and creating a life that's most comfortable for you, being gay in a predominantly straight society presents unique challenges. Now, best-selling author Amy E. Dean offers healing wisdom, humor, and comfort. Hello, Durga. Hi. You want to come over here? And she's just looking around like, maybe later. How about now? Yes, that's a no. Okay, fine. Okay, now best-selling author Amy E. Dean offers healing wisdom, humor, and comfort in 365 meditations to help understand and confront the challenges. Look who it is. Well, hello there. Hi. Oh, I love you too. Oh, thank you for coming around. Can you see her? You can see a portion of her. Yeah, there she is. Looky. Yeah. Okay. 365 meditations to help understand and confront the challenges lesbians and gay men face each day. From personal issues such as family relationships, spirituality, and discrimination, to gay community issues such as activism and AIDS. Now, don't do anything to this scarf, because then, I'll have to wear you as a scarf. Okay? I am losing my train of thought. I apologize, YouTube. Okay. From personal relationships, from personal issues such as family relationships, spirituality, and discrimination, to gay community issues such as activism and AIDS. Proud to Be inspires reflection and celebration and reminds us that we must struggle, succeed, and sometimes fail, and then begin anew each day on our journey toward proud self-acceptance and fulfillment. Personally, I have a bit of an issue with the struggle. I truly believe that life was meant to be enjoyed. I think that, yes, there are times when we need to work hard, and there are times that we need to work harder, but I do not believe that we are required to struggle to have what we want. Okay, so how this one is set up, and this is a bit of nostalgia. This was one of the last remaining gay and lesbian bookstores in Manhattan, until the Bureau of General Services Queer Division came around, or more commonly known as the Bureau. Okay, so January 6th. Each date begins with a quote. This one is from Mark Twain. Nothing so much needs reforming as other people's habits. I would also add other people's minds and other people's opinions, but that's me. Do you find yourself constantly criticizing other gay men and lesbians for their faults? Do you often take inventory of your friend's character defects? Are you short-tempered with your lover because you feel he or she is incapable of living up to your expectations? When you criticize others for their faults, it may mean you have similar problems to work through. I agree with that, by the way. For example, if you find yourself getting angry with a lover you believe to be thoughtless and self-centered, in reality your anger may stem from the fact that those are qualities you dislike about how you behave in a relationship. Noticing the theme of two books and anger, is that a coincidence? No. Today, examine yourself carefully.
Take a close look at your actions and behaviors. Ask, are there things that I criticize in others Ask, as in ask yourselves, are the things that I criticize in others really qualities I embody from time to time? Strive for honesty in your self-assessment. Then think about ways you can change what you don't like about yourself. Focus on improving yourself, not anyone else.
For a lot of us, gay or not, a challenge. It is not, ladies. So let me put this away. Okay. And before I go to my last book, let me take a sip of this delicious blackberry ginger ale.
Oh, that is so good. Now, this book I've worked with before and I love. Affirmations for the Inner Child by Raquel Lerner. Okay, copyright. Where are you, Mr. Copyright? Or Ms. Copyright, as the case may be. Yes. 1990. Published by Health Communications Incorporated, located in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Childhood is a period of our lives when time is unmeasured. Life is easy, and disappointments few and far between. Or is it? Many of us raised functional families. Childhood is when we learn life
And it is also geared for gays and lesbians. But I figured 4 page-a-day books in a year was enough, because I could easily add a 5th or a 6th or a 9th or a 10th, but I felt that was excessive. This from the guy who reads 10 different books at one time. Go figure. No, but seriously, I felt that it was ideal to just leave it to 4. So I look forward to hearing about your page-a-day books. I look forward to hearing about your experiences with any one of these page-a-day books, especially if you have them. And I also look forward to learning about other page-a-day books that you have heard of, that you work with,
or that you are going to work with and that are resonating with you. So, and you can, I lost my train of thought. Okay, redirect, thank you. So in the meantime, YouTube, thank you very much for honoring who I am and what I do. I wish all of you many blessings, and Durga the Kitten also wishes you many blessings as I lift her around. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh, look at that. Now she's in the happy cat pose. You can't see it from here, but let me. Yeah, that's happy cat. Oh, that's kind of happy cat. That's happy cat. Yeah, you're so cute. How beautiful you are. Oh, you're very happy here now, aren't you? Oh, yes. You don't hear the purring, but it's like, you know, the rumbling. Oh. Anyway, so let's see. Yes, so thank you, YouTube. Have a beautiful night, and I'll probably make one or two other videos tonight as well, but we'll see what happens, because part of me wants to, like, you know, go to bed too. Would be nice if I actually went to bed before midnight, right? All right. Anyway, have a good night, and I wish all of you many blessings. And yes, it is the Epiphany, so that beautiful, gorgeous Yule tree behind me will not be lingering too much longer, which is a shame, but anyway. So, as it is, good night. And that's Durga saying good night too. Isn't that right, Durga? The look is priceless.